I had a conversation about relationships with one of my friends the other day, and we talked about why people choose specific partners. And the thought that came to me was that part of it is that we choose who we think we deserve. Now, whether that is true or not in relationships won't be the topic of today's episode, but it definitely got me thinking about how that applies to our lives in general. I truly believe that success is not determined only by intelligence or superior skill. Of course, it helps, but I'm sure we can all agree that attitude, willingness, and determination play an even bigger role, as we have seen in the lives of many successful people. But have you ever looked at someone who is just crushing it and thought to yourself, yeah, they're not idiots, but they're certainly not more skilled or educated than I am. And yet, they are busy planning their next overseas holiday right now, while I'm contemplating cancelling my Netflix subscription just to save a couple of bucks. Definitely been there. So if it's not intelligence or skill or even opportunity, what is it? It's often said that our thoughts shape our reality. This isn't just a motivational quote, it's a powerful truth. Our self-identity, in other words, the way we see ourselves, our self-worth, and our beliefs about what we deserve, play a huge role in the kind of lives we lead. As an example, let's take two people who have exactly the same qualifications and the same amount of responsibility in their roles, and they work for the same company. We'll call them, very creatively, Human 1 and Human 2. Now, Human 1 believes they are very valuable to the company and that they deserve recognition and reward for their accomplishments. Human 2, who does exactly the same work, believes they should just be grateful to have a job in the first place, and maybe one day someone will notice them and give them a promotion or a raise. How do you think the performance appraisal meeting with their manager will go for both of them? And who will most likely walk out with the raise or promotion? Human 1, right? Why? Because they will be comfortable in asking for it. Because they actually believe they deserve it. And if the manager doesn't see it that way, they are likely to take matters into their own hands and go find themselves a better opportunity. Human 2, on the other hand, will hope that the manager will see their worth for themselves, and if they don't, they'll walk out disappointed and continue to work there, hoping they'll catch their break next time. And Human number 2 will look at Human number 1 in confusion and think that the world is truly an unfair place. If you see yourself as a winner, you are much more likely to take action that will secure you a win. If you see yourself as a loser, you are likely to take action that will secure you a loss. If you see yourself as resilient, you will keep pushing forward in the face of setbacks. If you see yourself as weak, you will give up at the first hurdle. Again, regardless of skill, talent, or intelligence. If you see yourself as a go-getter, you will actively seek out opportunities. If you see yourself as timid and scared, you will stand back and hope for opportunities to come to you. To make it clear, I'm not talking about the law of attraction. I don't know much about that. I'm talking about the law of action based on what you think you deserve. How you see yourself drives your thoughts drive your actions, and your actions give you the results you have in your life. So the question is, how do you see yourself? What do you think you deserve? Just look at what you have in your life and you will find many clues. Now, how do you go about changing your self-perception? First, there's a lot of value in just questioning your current beliefs about yourself. Whatever the belief is, ask yourself, where does it even come from? Was it maybe one childhood experience that wasn't even in your control? Is it something someone said to you? Did you previously fail in something and then just settled on it being lack of talent? Instead of settling, go and evaluate specifically what was going on in that moment. What were the circumstances? Who was around you? What was your state of mind? What was your level of maturity? The point is, just questioning your self-perception is already a powerful exercise because it makes you look at yourself from a distance and with way more objectivity. It allows you to analyze and see where certain thoughts about yourself come from, and you'll probably notice how ungrounded and unfair they really are, especially if it is just one single event or one person that brought it about. I mean, who the hell are they to make you believe who you are? Aren't you supposed to be the judge of you? Also, whatever negative self-perception you are working with, I'd also recommend looking for evidence of the opposite in your life. Or even comparing yourself to others in a constructive way. Like the example I used with Human 1 and 2 earlier. Maybe if you see there's absolutely no logical reason for you to feel inferior, that will give you the push to start changing the way you see yourself. Tying into that is recognizing that self-perception can be changed. You weren't born with it. You got it from early experiences, impressions, your past and current environment, and the example of your role models. These are all accumulated, meaning you can let them go and create and accumulate new ones. Like Tony Robbins said in I'm Not Your Guru, I built this mother, and so can you. The last point, and this is my favorite because it is tangible and actionable, is to build a portfolio of success. If you can't think yourself into a new identity, you can do things that will convince you over time. Things I do now, like being in front of a camera and putting myself out there to the world, is something I would have never done 10 years ago. Certain projects I do now, I would have never done 5 years ago. I wasn't reborn, my genetics didn't change. I just slowly, step by step, showed myself that I could do more than what I thought I could by putting myself in situations that were just outside of my comfort zone. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to do something dramatic. Just go one step further than you usually would, and that will help you to see you are okay. And next time you'll be able to do a little bit more. If you continue to do things you couldn't do before, or face fears you didn't have the guts to face before, it's going to be really hard for you to not see yourself differently. And that's really all you need. Just that one bit of evidence that proves to you you can be something beyond what you are today. Once you see that, you can't unsee it, and a new world opens up in front of you. That being said, it is a continuous journey. The way you see yourself will not completely change overnight. Remember, you've spent a lifetime conditioning your mind in a certain way, and just one realization or one bit of progress you make won't change that. Building your new identity takes time and awareness, and because it takes time, I would really encourage you to start today. Ask yourself, what fear can I face? What accomplishment, no matter how small, will make me feel proud of myself? What is something I've always wanted to do but told myself I couldn't? Who do I need to become in order to respect myself, and what is the first step to getting there? What is the gap between me and the person I'd love to be, and how can I start to think more like them? There are so many ways to start shifting your identity, and the points I've mentioned are the ones that have been most effective for me. But at the very least, I hope they have opened up new thoughts for you that you can further explore and work on. Today is a good day to start building the person you want to be, and I'm right here cheering you on. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts, struggles, and what has worked for you so far in the comment section down below. Also, please share this video with someone who you know needs to hear this. If you're feeling really generous, maybe hit that like and subscribe button. It will help the channel a lot. Other than that, have yourself an awesome day or evening, and always remember to live a self-powered life. I'm your host Mandy, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye!